Hey. Get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right. Getting paid. Hey, yeah. It's your boy Tight. But you tuning in with Ray Ray's podcast. Kicking with boy Ray. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir. Yeah, hey. We back at it again. You know it's your guy Ray. Ray from Ray Ray's podcast. You know, we coming from the livest city in the world right now, downtown Dallas, Texas. Coming from the beautiful Hello Studios, man. Thank y'all for rocking with your boy one more time. Hey, you watching this? Pause this video, like, subscribe, make sure you tapped in all things Ray Ray's podcast, man, and find out what's going on in the DFW, my city, the best city in the world. All right, cool. You never seen Ray Ray's podcast before? We start off with them positive words, right? People are always dealing with tough situations and life just happens, all right? So just in case somebody told you today, I just want you to know that you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason. Hey, you're stronger than you think. Whatever it is going through right now, you're going to get through this. See here on my show, Ray Ray's podcast. I am glad that you are alive. And most importantly, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Situations are going to happen. What you put in your heart and your mind is going to help you get through those situations. Bet. So we got this real quick segment. It's called Shout Out. This is where we shout out people, events, dope things that's going on in my city, DFW. All right. So right now, we got to shout out Love Languages Fine Dining and Musical Experience. Yo, this event is about to pop off June 19th. Eric Bellinger is the headliner for this event. Make sure you pull up, pop out. It's going to be the thing to do Juneteenth weekend. Yo, Love Languages, Fine Dining, Musical Experiences. Starring Eric Bellinger. Pull up on that, all right? So speaking of that event, we got the creator of the event in the building right now. Yo, let's give a warm Ray Ray's podcast to my guy, the player partner, the homie, Mr. Marquan in the building. What's up, Marquan? How we doing, bro?
Man, I'm chilling. I'm feeling good. Thank you for having me on.
You good? Well, I appreciate you coming up. Thanks for pulling up on me. Hey, get up, pull up. This is Ray Ray's podcast. Like I said, if you got that motion, you got that sauce, you gotta be on Ray Ray's podcast. And sir, my guy, you got that motion, you got that sauce. You got something big going on, all right, man? So, for my audience who aren't familiar with you, sir, let the people know who you are, what it is that you do, and how you got in my city, Dallas, Texas.
I'm Quan. I
you know what the Quan? Hey, hey.
I do production. So concerts, festivals, corporate events. I'm a freelancer, so if they paying, I'm coming.
He playing.
Yeah, so
he playing. And, you know what I'm saying? Hey, get the guy up.
I've been living in Texas since I was 5-6 years old. I moved to Dallas from Milwaukee.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Are you Dallas fan for sports wise?
Of course.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure, bro.
Come on now.
We got to sit the presidents on my show, right? Because you know what I'm saying. We only rip the Cowboys up in here and the Mavericks, bro. Okay.
I'm finna tweak out of it. Nah, for real. So, but yeah, absolutely. So, 1,000% a Cowboys fan. Everything Dallas, for sure. But the production is my world.
Yeah.
That I exist in. Production, catering, bringing it all together. I work for the like backstage catering company. So whenever the production slow down, if you work for the catering company, they're at every single production.
For sure. To
where if there's only 10 people for this show, 5 people for this one, and 1,000 people over there. After they got that 1,000, you can still get in here.
Yeah,
you know, so it's ways to work it to where you can work your way in there for sure.
Yeah, man. All right, I introduce you to my guy Austin. Shout out Austin, aka Estonian81 on Instagram. Follow my guy. That's my dog, Adagio Management. You know, he introduced me to you, and you know what I'm saying. We hit it off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we started chopping it up, talking stuff, and it was just an instant vibe. And like, you know, from what I gathered from what I've been talking to you so far, you're a man about your business. You don't play games. You like direct and to the point. You know, when people are talking to people, some people beat around the bush. I feel like you're not that person. Yo, this is what I want, XYZ. No more conversation to be had, which is cool, because some people need direct conversations, and then there are some people like they want people to like walk around and tippy toe. Like, no, like when you need something to get done and accomplished, you gotta be direct, you gotta be firm, and you gotta make that happen. And that's the vibe I catch from you. And you know, much respect and salute to you on that, bro.
Thank you. That's the kind of leadership that I like. People that so I kind of like. I'm that way myself, but people that'll just give it to you straight and won't try to play with your feelings when they're telling you what they need from you. It's like, hey, I need this. Regardless if it's your best or not, I may need better than your best.
For sure.
Because if your best can't accomplish it, that means you better find some more people that can help your best elevate, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes people need to hear that. And I live in an existence where there are moments where I'm an extremely good follower because this leader, I would run through a wall for this person, you know? So it's like, I understand what it means to just take orders and just do it. Yeah. Regardless of how the person says, I'm just doing it, you know? So I understand like the full scope of the thing to where this person not being mean to me. They just
being direct.
Yeah, they need to get shit done and they don't have time to step around if I'm having a good or bad day or not and how they saying it. So it's like, it's not personal.
They're setting expectations and boundaries, right? When you said that with people, there's no questions to be had.
Right.
I set the expectations. These are my boundaries. What more do you need me to ask for you? All right. So that's dope, right? So you got a company. Let's talk about this company you started.
So Underground Arts Kollective actually has not always been Underground Arts Kollective. I transformed it into that after taking like a good year break from doing dinner parties. So me and Austin started doing dinner parties back in 2017, 2018. We did a big fashion show. He pretty much got all of the designers, got the models and whatnot. Me and my people did the cooking and some orchestrating from an infrastructure standpoint. And then we started doing dinner after dinner after dinner after dinner, bringing people together to do business networking dinners. Yeah. And I kept that going for years and years and years. Built out a Rolodex of people. Then over time, once I got into concerts, I couldn't sustain doing both at a high level, but I needed to learn what I was doing in production. So scale back from doing dinner parties, do more concert production, gain that knowledge, right? Yeah. Simultaneously, Austin is working, doing all his backstage stuff, all his private parties, things that he does with fashion shows. So we're simultaneously building behind the scenes other things to where once we reconnect, it's like boom, we really cooking with grease. Yeah. got a perfect gumbo coming right now. That's really what it is. Like, you know, and adding people like yourself and it's more flavor to the gumbo. You know, it's not taking some certain things out could destroy the flavor and just the entire makeup of what we're developing, but adding things in, the right things doesn't necessarily hurt it. It just adds to the flavor of what we got going on.
You know, so in this show, Ray Ray's podcast, we like to always give people their flowers. So we're gonna take a moment. We gotta give flowers to that guy Austin. Y'all done seen him on the show a couple times. You know, that's my brother. Like 10 toes, we TTD 10 toes down with it. You know, make sure we salute that dude Austin, man. All the things he doing, bro. He one of the Dallas best kept secrets he got going on in the city, bro. One of the master connectors. That's our guy. You know what I'm saying? We gotta shout him out real quick. All right. So June 19th. I heard something going down in the city. Let's talk about that. What's going on June 19th?
So, love language, fine dining and musical experience, right? Essentially, me and Austin coming back together to bring an even larger experience of what we were doing in the past. So, dinner party meets concert. Come on now, bringing it together. So think Harlem Nights, think you know, silk curtains. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, I'm looking at you. Think casino night. Think dressed up, black tie. These things to where the artist we're trying to develop out an elevated experience for our people. Because there's tons of people that are club promoters, tons of people that's going to give you a block party, tons of people there's not a lot of people, if any, that you can think that are creating upscale experiences consistently that aren't for specifically a nonprofit or specifically for some organization where they're trying to raise money for a cause. the cause for this is entertainment. And we want to bring black folks together and center this entertainment around love and pulling us together. We can see what our community is in terms of like podcasting and how we treat each other. So it's kind of like a creative way for us to counteract that, and then maybe 2 years from now it'll be some weddings that are as a result of this experience, and I can foresee that happening. People coming date night, single night, ladies night. These are a number of different ways where we can put this in front of people to where they can come enjoy this experience. So and starting off with Eric Bellinger, who better? This man is, be singing a socks off or something.
For sure.
So that's the goal is, get people that when we put them in front of them, their customers feel like, no, this person can actually sing. I'm getting a good experience. Yeah. They're not just a person that's good in the studio. They're good when they're right here in front of me as well. So Eric was definitely somebody that we thought would put on a great show, because even though we want to make the money, it's really about the customer experience. The better their experience is, we can do this shit for the next 10 years instead of just doing it once and then going off to do something else. So initially, we were looking larger. Austin and I, we were talking about a number of different artists, from your Keisha Coles to your Ashantis to this and that, and we thinking, how can we piece together something that works? How can we piece together a business model that works? How can we go? Do we go festival automatically, or do we do small show and then go festival? What was going to be our natural progression in business? So we did a lot of ideating, brainstorming, and whatnot, and we came together with this. But this is just the beginning. Trust me.
This is just the beginning.
It's just the beginning.
Ooh, breaking news. So y'all know, your boy is gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? The podcast is gonna be backstage, interviewing. All the different artists and stuff like that. Maybe may catch me walk the red carpet too, real quick. Your boy may be there. But we've been talking about Austin. I think it'd be appropriate. Let Austin, let's pop up on this thing, and let Austin, give his, his words and his thoughts on this thing's going up. So,
yes, sir.
Let's transition here. Woo, woo, woo. We got Austin pulling up right now. All right, Austin. Okay, like I said, we had to hear from that boy Austin.
That was good, man.
That's my guy.
What's good? He was good.
That's my guy. He is in the building.
I had to stop now. Too, man. You never know when I might pop in, man.
What I'm saying? He's a regular
just
now.
In. I didn't know what was going on,
Well, pause, nigga. Damn, you got to be careful when you say that. You just
slid in. It's crazy that he. Hey, yo, whoa.
Hey, yo, you slid in.
No Diddy. Pause.
No Diddy. Yeah, you got to pause nowadays. You got to be careful.
Hey, shout out to my brother Slim Suave. No Diddy.
Yeah.
Go listen to that on Apple Music right now. Whatever platform you can find music. No Diddy. Slim Suave. That was perfect. Thank you.
So like I said,
that was perfect.
Austonian. They don't sing you on Ray's podcast quite a few times.
For sure.
My brother for life, like TTV, we 10 toes down with it.
For sure.
And if y'all didn't know, Austin helps with the booking for Ray Ray's podcast.
For sure.
We peek it behind the scenes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of some of the big artists and people that have been on Ray Ray's podcast has been thanks to this guy, Austin. So we give him his flowers and salute to him, all right?
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man.
But at the end of the day here, we're talking about love languages. Fine dining, musical experiences. Give us your thoughts on it, Austin.
Yeah, man. So, we got the love language music, fine dining and musical experience happening, man. I think it's going to be an amazing event. It's going to be very sexy, just very upscale, just a different experience, just for our people. Not just for our people, but for anybody. But, we definitely want to create some events and upscale style events for our people, Everything ain't got to be, how they want it to be. But we going to do it how we want to do it. And we know that we're going to bring an amazing experience for our guests, So I encourage all of the baddies, the mothers, the single friends, get your friends together. We coming to turn up, sing your hat off, sing your wigs off, sing your eyelashes off.
Yeah.
Because that's what we trying to do. Just have you women and whoever come through sing their eyelashes off.
Man, we got a few surprises coming from Eric Bellinger himself. Literally The last 20 minutes ago, we spoke to Eric Bellinger's manager about some things that's in the works for him behind the scenes. So a lot of this is going to be launching piece by piece by piece. So when I say like 20 minutes ago, I mean it. Like 20 minutes ago, just got off the phone with his manager talking about some things that he's going to be doing at the end of May and June, leading into our event in Juneteenth and what's going on. So, man, this is really not just our event; it's the city of Dallas.
Oh wait, shout out to our PR, Sarah Badrin,
Creative Currency, 1000%.
Shout out to everybody in the city that that don't get the proper edification all the time. You know what I'm saying? We be so busy moving, so busy grooving. Shout out to my man Ray. Being able to allow us to be on this platform and help us behind the scenes. And just shout out to everybody that's that's a part. You know what I'm saying? I think as a leader and as a creator, creating opportunities for individuals. And we ain't shout out the opening acts. We got some amazing opening acts.
Thanks.
That's crazy. Running up the city, who we got? Taylor Vaughn,
Gavin Copeland.
We got Blue Now. We got Devontae Thornton
and Rose too.
And Miss Rose. Rose. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Rose. I've never met her, but from her page and her music,
she be singing, boy.
She's a vibe,
yeah, and she's smooth. I like her.
I like all our opening acts because they got such a smooth, different. Yeah. Everybody different.
I'm ready to see Gavin live, and I'm ready to see Taylor live. Like I've seen Taylor live, but she lit. Taylor Vaughn is lit live. Mm-hmm. You know how you got you see that person that you wish you had at all the family functions. Basically, they can get all the songs popped off, and she gonna get everybody together to join in and sing. But she just has a stupid angelic voice behind it. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing her perform. And me too. Quite honestly, I hope that it helps the trajectory of all of their careers. That's absolutely. Really the whole purpose of the shit. Is like, all right, let's see, because Eric's manager is going to be there. There are other industry professionals that are going to be there. Correct. All of the people from the radio are going to be there.
Correct.
So
shout out to our radio folks.
Right.
Y'all seeing this.
If they singing, doing their thing, it's nothing but a conversation, a call to introduce people to the right people that they need to be in front of to impact their career. So yeah, I'm hopeful that they gonna do amazing.
Well, I know, we know that they're gonna do amazing because opportunity. What Eminem said.
You gotta lose yourself.
You know what I'm saying? You heard what Eminem say. I ain't gotta say the whole spiel. But you only got one chance. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's just a blessing that God put folks in position to put other people in position, and those positions turn into other positions, and it's just it just keeps going, and that's how we build our community. It just build the people around us. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's gonna be a crazy event. Shout out to the Pagoda. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we lit. It's gonna be, man. Look, I can go on all day about how lit this is gonna be. Y'all.
It's finna be ridiculous. But one more shout out, Sarah again.
Shout out to Sarah.
Back to our PR. We finna go crazy with the PR, the different relationships. We trying to bring a lot of stuff to Dallas that has not been seen before, and that's gonna happen through corporate partnerships and corporate relationships. So
shout out to the Emerge.
Shout out to Sarah. Emerge DFW. What day is that?
The Emerge is on June 7th.
Hello.
June 7th is going to be right before, you feel me? We turn up. And I just really, honestly, we might got to come back. I might got to pop back through her. You know what I'm saying? I like pop back through than the first one. I'm going to pop back through because, when the updates drop and when we can drop it, we're going to have to drop it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we just in that phase of just dropping shit. You feel me? Yeah. Just dropping shit. Fact.
So it's gonna be and this won't be the end. This one with Eric Bellinger is just the beginning. We coming back in August, October, December, all of 2027. So it's finna get crazy.
The audience, when they see this, we're gonna put a poll out on this. Who do y'all feel should be the next one? We already got the ones we feel would be great. Yeah. We already kind of got lined up, but we want to see who would y'all like to see.
Can you give them like a 3 to 5 artist list that we thinking about?
So the 3 to 5 that we're thinking, I know it was Carrie Hilson, Sunshine Anderson, Melanie Fiona, if the coins is right.
I don't know. I think she's going on tour, so we might have to,
But
7 Streeter,
7 Streeter, which would be fantastic. I like Tink,
Wale,
love Wale. Friday would be great.
Rotimi.
We're gonna have some power episodes playing.
It's a big rich town.
I hated and loved them on there.
Yeah.
Hated and loved them Dre on
Yeah.
But nah, Rotimi. And then we're gonna keep making this thing grow. One day we may do, like a Music Soul Child or The Dream or
Mario. Keisha Cole.
The boy's mine. You feel me? Brandy. We can go crazy this one.
If y'all need me to open up for y'all just one time, your boy got y'all. I come up there and open up. I'm joking. But real quick, let's tell the people. I'm joking. But let's tell the people where they can find out more about the love language, a fine dining and musical experience. Where can they find out about it? Where can they get their tickets? Tell the people real quick.
So if they go on Instagram, Underground Arts Kollective, on our Instagram, they'll see all the purple flyers with Eric Bellinger on there, with the artists, with all the openers on there, and direct. Of course, the link is there. Link in the bio. If you comment on any post, of course, it's gonna DM you automatically to shoot you that link. So
while you explaining it, also kind of go through we can kind of break down the structure of the event on
right.
What it is, what it entails. Because I know it's, fine dining and musical experiences. Like, what are you expecting? Right. So what to expect? That's a good thing.
Right.
What to expect? It's gonna be a sit down dinner, serenaded with beautiful music and amazing cuisines. Shout out to Chef Juwan. That's his baby brother. Amazing chef. Everything is in house, and it's basically gonna be soul food on steroids. The vibes is gonna be soul food on steroids. Pass the peas, pass the mashed potatoes, pass
the peas like we used to be.
Yeah.
Hey, pass the peas like we used to be.
Yeah.
Now, if I could interject for a second here, like, ladies, if a gentleman brings you out to this event, and what you see the experience is gonna be, you better let that man get some of that yum after this event. I'm just saying, if they take you out,
trying to plan dessert. we ain't had dinner. They trying to plan dessert.
I'm just letting y'all know if a gentleman brings y'all out to this.
No, it's gonna be nice.
Hey, no, for real. Hey, yo, if a gentleman brings you out to love language and musical experiences, you let him enjoy some experiences. You know what I'm saying? That should be happening. Just PSA. I'm just throwing it out
the experience of what to expect, right? Even after, it's not going to end with just the concert. We having a full after party at Dave and Buster's off 75.
Facts.
Austin been partnered with Dave and Buster's for a while. We're going to be able to utilize the space. So for those of you who want to meet Eric Bellinger up close and personal, this may also be for you as well. So
correct.
Those of you who are fans that want to come see the show, boom, you in the building with your ticket to the show itself.
We still have surprises, so it's not. It's a show. It's a show, but it's a show.
It's a production. You hear me?
It's a whole thing that's happening, and we can't even tell y'all yet.
Yeah,
but in due time, y'all gonna see the announcements drop. But again, man, we appreciate Dallas. We appreciate everybody in advance that's going to pop out and support and start jumping on this new wave of events, man, and experiences. And we're going to bring more of these to the city. Underground Arts Kollective, Adagio, Creative Currency, Ray Ray's podcast, and all the team members and everybody that got a part to play. We all appreciate you. We love you, and we can't wait to see you. The night's going to be... It's gonna be hella lit, y'all. Wear your finest, be your finest.
Hello.
You're gonna eat the finest.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be lit, man.
I want to eat the finest too. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know what type of eating time we're at.
Freaky podcast.
I don't know what type of eating time we're at. You feel me?
Let's switch gears here real quick, all right?
Yes, sir.
So we got this segment. It's called, hold on, what's the segment called? It's a segment. If you OG Ray Ray's podcast listener, you know what segment is called? Slow down. I just want to get to know you. Slow down. We just want to get to know you. This is where we ask some random questions off the rip. We don't know where we're going with these questions, but we're going to go somewhere with these, all right? So before we always move forward with the Slow Down segment, I always like for you to, tell people where they can find you out, on social media and different platforms and other things you want to shout out this moment.
They can find me on Instagram at Marquan the Mogul. Pretty soon, we're going to be making our YouTube public, so Underground Arts Kollective. So there's already an existing YouTube, but it's just a fully private YouTube. But here pretty soon, before the event, it'll be fully public because we're going to live stream everything.
So here's the staple question of the Slow Down segment, right? Say, for instance, I'm Ray, music producer, movie producer, director. I want to make the Quan movie. Who should star as you in the movie?
Was Buddy that played Therese St. Patrick?
No, that's a bad choice. Skip him. I know you're joking. Yeah, no. You know who should star as you?
He'll understand the nuance of like my personality. He done already played it already.
No, you know how I think she stars you?
You think I'm joking? I'm telling you.
No, I think who stars you? What's Buddy's name? Malik Yopa. What's his name? He was just in the Disney thing. No. I pronounced the dude name totally wrong. He was in Wonder Man. He played Black Manta. I think and Aquaman.
I think I know who you're
What's his
talking
name?
about.
I can't think of his name right now.
He's going.
He's the new Man on Fire. He's the new guy that's the Man on Fire series on Netflix.
I didn't even know they was remaking that.
Yeah, they made it a series on Netflix. He stars as that. He's been in a bunch of big movies.
Okay.
That's a guy I think probably could play you.
Man, you got to learn me a little bit more.
Okay.
Give it some more time.
Okay.
But I don't know though. I only seen them playing a few things though. But go ahead. It's your squid. You know your question.
Look here, man.
Terry said, hey, man. Say, man. Say, man. Hey, man. Okay. I'm just asking questions, man. Okay. All right. So we talked about the love language, fine dining musical experiences, right? With Eric Bellinger. What are 5 songs you're looking forward to hearing at the experience?
Quite honestly, Drive By. As long as he sing that, I'm good.
Okay.
Like as long as he sing Drive By. So years ago, a friend of mine, we were roommates. He this how I got onto Eric Bellinger. He had like 2 playlists. One that was like upbeat stuff that you could drive to, then another one that was an R&B playlist. And they both had like 100 songs on them. But he would add stuff. But this is how I got introduced to Eric Bellinger because he had like 10 Eric Bellinger songs on there. But I could listen to Drive By like 100 times in a row.
Yeah.
Like easily like 100 times in a row is one of those types of songs where you could just let it play.
Yeah.
And in my crib at the time, I had a loft at American Beauty Mill. I had the LED lights in my thing to where you could just, imagine purple light, red light.
Yeah. So let me tell you how I got introduced to Eric Bellinger. My little sister had a little birthday party, a little shindig or whatever. She's like, yeah, I'm going to this spot around the corner from your crib. You better pull up. I'm like, you right. I'm going to pull up. I heard this song. It was Criss Cross. It's called I Don't Wanna. If they ain't looking, I don't wanna. That's how I found Eric Bellinger. I heard that song, like, yo, this is fire.
He evolved.
It was a fire, bro. It was an up-tempo song, but I don't want that girl. That whole song was fire. I'm a guy also, I used to DJ, y'all know. And they know me, I used to DJ too. Do a bunch of parties and events like that. When I started my set, I would always start off with that song. It was just a amazing song. I Don't Wanna. It was Eric Bellinger and Problem. Amazing song. And then they made a remix with Jermaine Dupri because obviously, he made Jump by Criss Cross.
Right.
They sampled for it. They had Trey Songz, which we can't say that name in certain circles. Ain't my fault. That's that nigga fault.
You're a funny guy.
But yeah, that's how I got introduced to Eric Bellinger. And I just went down a rabbit hole. I've been for about 10 plus years. Anytime he dropped, boom, I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it. Any features, any all that. I gotta hear it. That dude, he's just such a vibe.
It's crazy you say that because he's on. So they have a little playlist that's that's get played backstage. There's only a few people. Like in the Dallas scene, you got Rock Force, you got Rhino. These are the two main stage production companies in terms of like doing concerts. But we can play music backstage, but not everybody can be in control of the aux, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right, because you can't have too much offensive music playing back to back to back.
For sure.
So essentially, that's another way that I got, you know, a lot more Eric Bellinger into my like ethos is like a lot of the women or different managers at work, he's on people's playlist. You get what I'm saying? He's on people's playlist. Yeah. So with that, I knew, and then just based off the response naturally from people, how when I told people, oh yeah, these are the people that we're thinking about, right?
Yeah.
And when I was saying Eric, too many people were like, oh, you know, it was captivating them, and I'm like, And from a business perspective, I understood that the business model was going to work regardless.
Exactly.
But the artist itself is going to, like, if we have the shell of a car can work, but now we have to choose the engine that we want to put in there.
Yeah.
So he is going to be the first engine. Then we're going to take him out, put the next artist in another engine, and just keep moving. But I understood by just the initial reaction that I was getting from people at work that I'm talking to.
Oh, you got something.
Exactly. And then people in production understand who's going to sell because we see more concerts than anybody else.
For sure. Absolutely.
I've already been like 100 plus this year.
For sure. And you're going to see all that. Maybe hopefully soon y'all see all that stuff that pop off. There was an old song. It's like 2012, Diggy Simmons, Copy Paste. That's essentially what you're able to do. This whole love language, fine dining musical experiences. You can just swap the artists out.
Exactly.
And this thing's going to be bigger. Because y'all want to see it. I want to see it. We going to make this thing big as possible. Y'all going to be fighting because it's limited. It's limited. I want y'all to know. Hold on. We let these people know this is limited. You got to act now. Like now. Do it today.
Right.
Do it today.
So,
have you ever seen a Tinder swindler? He's like, I need my money today. So you got to buy your tickets today, right?
Think big in terms of like impact, but small in terms of access, because not a lot of people will actually be able to get into the concert aspect of things.
So I have a saying for that. Because this is what we as with Ray's podcast. We're in high demand. We're very exclusive. This is going to be a high demand event, but it's a very exclusive event you can get into. That's what it is.
It's going to continue to be that as well.
Yeah.
We don't have any plans on like increasing the number of people and the number of tables and all of that. We're just going to increase the price once the demand goes up.
Yeah.
So it's going to continuously be a small amount of people with these artists.
Yeah.
But as we go up and up and up and up and up with the artists, and we've already started up with the artists. It's not like, you know, we got Joe Schmo from up the street. This is Eric Bellinger that we're talking about here, you know. So we started with the bar pretty high. So the goal is to
keep increasing from where you start. All right. So insider trading, as white folk like to say, I got insider trading, inside information. Yo, I know some of the artists that are coming next. I'm telling you, don't play around. Go ahead and get involved. Come experience this while you can, because this ain't for everybody to experience. This is not for everybody. There's levels to this thing, as they say. There's levels to this. So come experience this if you're at that level. I don't know. I don't know what your level life is like. But if you can rock with us, you hang with us, pull up on us. This thing's gonna be once in a lifetime experiences. You know, it ain't gonna be no ghetto stuff you see in the DF dub. We ain't janky promoters like Ice Cube and him in the movie. This ain't no last minute stuff.
Right.
Professionalism. But the main thing with these events you should know about is professionalism. Because you'll get the most professional, authentic, exquisite, all those verbs and adjectives. It's gonna, you know, that's gonna describe what's going on here, what you got going on. All right. So let's go ahead and a couple more questions. We're gonna wrap this thing on up. All right. So if you can make a law that's not a law, what would you make? Perfect example. I say this all the time. A law that I can make a law is You can't talk on speakerphone in public. I hate that. I hate hearing people talk in public on speakerphone. Like, bro, I don't care about your situation. I don't want to hear it, bro. Or if you like in traffic, you try to get over to another lane, you don't give a courtesy wave. That should be a violation. You should get a ticket for that. What's something Marquan would make a law?
I would make it to where all black young boys have to join the FOI. So they can understand who they are.
Yeah. I ain't mad at it, right? I ain't mad at it, right?
You can't be. But yeah, I think understanding military structure, understanding deference to structure, understanding militants, precision, and how to hear and obey. Sometimes it's not. So yeah, I wouldn't make rules to like constrain the rest of the world. I don't care. But yeah, I don't care that much. But if I could make a rule, if I could make a law, every black male, every last one.
All right. So, if this was the last conversation you and I would ever have ever again, what is something you want me to remember forever?
I'm a man of my word. I know that you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. I live that. When I talk, it means something because people know that I'm going to do what I'm saying I'm going to do. You know? So right now you're meeting me and taking me in. Understand that I'm that kind of person. Like, I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. Yeah. You know? And I understand that a lot of people aren't like that, and they speak in ideas and they speak in consistently talking in circles and all that dumb shit. I'm not like that. Yeah. Of course, I can brainstorm with my team in private and all of that, but once we get to acting on stuff and rolling, that's why me and Austin like work so well together. There ain't no damn waiting and we gonna do this next year and all of that. No. We finna do this shit right now. Yeah, we're gonna do it right now. Yeah. We're gonna start talking to people that can help us do it right now. Yeah. If you can't help us do it right now, thank you. We're going to work with somebody else. We appreciate it. You know? Yeah. And it's no hard feelings. It's just we on a mission. Yeah. And anybody that's not standing shoulder to shoulder next to us, either you standing behind us to follow us. Like we know how we operate and we moving full steam ahead. So it's happening. Just know that the type of person I am, you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. This shit is finna happen and it's gonna keep happening for years. And anybody that there is no standing in the way. Yeah. There is no standing in the way. God got his hands on this. He got his hands on me, Austin, for sure. And we're gonna impact so many people. That's why no one will be able to stop what's going on. Because the openers, the people that's running the audio boards, you backstage doing the interviews, the red carpet host, everybody is going to benefit. Everybody's going to benefit. And the main thing that the operators are going to know about the thing is that me and Austin aren't doing it for clout. We're really doing it for you. Because if I wanted to do it and gain the clout, I could just make myself the damn host. But I don't care to be the host because I want the event to be the best that it can possibly be. Exactly. So I'm going to go get somebody that's a professional host. I'm the business owner. I'm a benefit regardless. Yeah. So let's get the right people in position to where they can win at what they do. And then the city's going to benefit as a whole. Ultimately, the waterfall is going to trickle to me. So you are what you do, not what you say you do. And if you don't forget anything about me, excuse me, but let that shit stick with you. You hear me? Yeah, you hear me? Yeah, so,
So the last question I always ask in my interviews, it's a 2-part question. You kind of dived on it a little bit, but you know we're going to expand upon it. All right. So here's the last 2 questions we ask on Ray Ray's podcast. If you can give any advice to anyone, no matter the subject matter of the advice, what advice would you give? And secondly, what do you want people to take away from your time sitting down with me today?
If I give any piece of advice, trust yourself, trust your own intuition. I think I took my biggest L's when I wasn't trusting myself. You know, trust yourself, because I can't tell somebody how to live their life, but they know what's best for them. You know, and typically we come across the biggest destruction in our life when we don't trust ourselves. And you knew the answer the whole time, and you did something else. You know, so trust yourself and listen to that thing that's speaking to you. So that's the biggest thing that I would say.
And what do you want people to take away from sitting down with your boy today?
You are what you do, not what you say you'll do.
Facts. My guy Quan is in the building. Hey, appreciate you taking your time, sitting down with your boy here, Ray from Ray Ray's podcast, by the way. We thank you. And this event, this series of events are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Make sure y'all tapped in. Make sure you get your tickets like now. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait till the last minute, because you ain't gonna get no ticket if you wait till the last minute, because this is fine dining and musical experiences. Experience. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say, nigga. It don't matter at the end of the day. Eric Bellinger is gonna be the headliner.
Come on, that's Eric Bellinger. You niggas get it.
Yeah, you get it. Eric Bellinger gonna be there.
Yeah.
Grammy-nominated artist.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? He's about to get even bigger. We can't even tell y'all the information that we know, insider information, insider trading that is about to happen with him. You better get to see this guy now before you can't afford to see him.
Hello.
Because he's about to be like on another level, all right? So, yeah. Thank you for pulling up on me.
Thank you
for talking to the people real quick, all right? So, y'all saw how I started the show off with positive words. I end the show with positive words, all right? I always like to leave you with a couple of messages. First message being, if you're persistent, you'll get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. Consistency is the key to everything in life, all right? So now get your swag on like you Birdman. Hold on, let me swap over, all right? Let me put my shades on real quick, all right? So y'all can understand what I'm trying to say to y'all real quick, all right? So everybody, get your swag on, you know, man. Rub your hands like you Birdman or something like that, all right? If you got a mirror nearby, look in the mirror. You've got the rearview mirror in the car, you listen to this, point to yourself, tell yourself, I will boss up mentally. I will boss up spiritually. I will boss up physically. And I will boss up financially. Invest in yourself. It's your boy Ray, my guy Quan in the building. Shout out to guy Austin, Estonian on Instagram. Yo, we out of here. Make sure you come to Love Languages. You know what I'm saying? The music and fine dining experience right now. I said that wrong, whatever. But anyways, we got this bitch Ray's podcast. We gonna catch y'all next time. We out of this thing. Peace.
Get money all day, get money all night. Sip my get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right. Getting paid, I'm getting paid.